Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my planning to pan for 2026. I absolutely love thinking through my planning to pan list and filming these videos for you. So I'm so excited to be talking about panning for 2026. 2025 has been a super successful year thus far, and I'm excited for my December update and December finales for my project pans because I think it's going to be even more successful as we hit the end of this year. But I have filmed these planning to pan videos at the end of every year for the last couple years, and basically it's where I take a look at my collection and decide on the products that I want to pan in the upcoming year, and then I walk you all through what those products are. I do this for a couple reasons, but one really being that it sets me up for success when it comes to panning. There is a little bit of strategy involved when it comes to panning, especially for me personally, because I want to stay motivated while I'm using up my products. And so what I like to do is select products that are a little bit easier to use and pair them with some long haul products. So I feel like I'm getting empties and I'm staying motivated on some of these easier products while I'm working through some of my long haul products. I also sometimes like to mix products that I really love with products that maybe I don't love so much, so it doesn't feel as hard when I'm working on the products that I don't love so much. So there's a little bit of thoughtfulness that I like to put in when I curate, especially my rolling 5-pan project pan. And a way to kind of think through that is to put together this planning to pan list at the end of the year prior, that way I can select from those products on what I want to focus on and think through then when I do get empties, what I'm gonna roll in to replace it to kind of keep that momentum going. It's also like motivating as we get into the beginning of the year of like, what are we gonna pan? What are we gonna focus on? What empties are we gonna hit? I love all of it. Like I said, I've been doing this for a little bit now, and so I kind of want to go through where we ended or where we're going to end 2025 at. At the end of 2024, I did my planning to pan for 2025. I selected 9 different products that I wanted to roll into my project pan. I'm happy to say that all 9 have successfully been rolled into a project pan, and that I finished 6 out of the 9 of them. So I'm super excited about that. And in July, I decided to do kind of like a little update to my planning to pan, and I selected 4 more products that I wanted to add to that list. And so far I've been able to roll 2 of those products into my project pan. I think I'm probably gonna have 1 or 2 more empties here, which is super exciting, but I do think I'm gonna have some rollovers into this year's planning to pan. So I will touch on those first, and then I'll get into all the other products that I have selected to roll into our project pan next year. Now, that is the ultimate goal, right? Just to get it into a project pan and start working on it. Ideally, I'll be able to finish all of these, but realistically, I just wanna make sure that every single one of these products makes it into a project pan. I'm gonna start first with products that I'm currently working on in my project pan that I don't expect to finish this year, that I would like to roll over into next year. Starting first with my Tarte C Hydro-Flex Serum Foundation. There's not a ton left in here, so there is a chance that I do finish this up this year, but if I don't, I would like to roll this in to my project pan because this is something that I would like to get done very early in the year next year if I can't get it done this year. And I think this will be like a gimme product almost if it makes it into next year's project pan, because there's really not a ton left in here. And I'm ready to roll this one out of my collection because it is a serum foundation, so they don't last as long. Next, of course, and unfortunately, is my Marc Jacobs bronzer. So I rolled this in at the beginning of this year to my rolling 5-pan project pan with a pan. And this is the progress that we've been able to make. So obviously a ton, because this product is huge. It is 25 grams, so a giant bronzer. So I'm really proud of the progress that I've made, but obviously I'm not going to finish it this year, even though I really, really wanted to. It's just not going to happen. And so I would like to roll this into a project pan next year. It's probably gonna need to be in a project pan for a full another year to be able to finish it, but I don't know if that is my plan. I might take some time off of this at the beginning of next year before rolling in. I'm gonna have to figure that out just to give myself a little break, because like I said, at the end of this year, I will have worked on this for 12 months straight. So that's a big effort on here, and amazing bang for your buck with this product. Unfortunately, I don't think they sell that anymore, but it's honestly wild how much product is in here. Another one that I'm currently working on, I rolled this in I think in my last update, is this Merit Cream Blush in the shade Stockholm. So I don't expect that this one will be finished by the end of the year, but I would love to work on this at some point next year. I think spring, summer, this would be really fun to work on. Then I have a couple products that I added to my planning to pan list in July, but I've not rolled into a project pan, and I decided to keep them on my list. The first being my Urban Decay highlighter in the shade Sin. So I have a little bit of pan going on here, and this product is not super huge, so I actually do think this could be a doable highlight for me to finish. Finishing highlights, super hard just because you don't use a ton of the product, but I do think this one might be doable next year, and so I'm going to keep it on my planning to pan list, and it's gonna see a project pan at some point next year, and hopefully we can work through it until it's finished. I do think this one's gonna be a long haul as well. And then I also decided to add a lip product to that planning to pan list that I worked on in July. This is my Clinique Black Honey lipstick. I love this lipstick because you can kind of wear it sheer or you can build it up. It's very versatile in how you can wear it, and I honestly think that's great because you can wear it all year long in many different capacities, and so that was one of the reasons why I selected this to add to my planning to pan in July, and I'm gonna keep it on this list because I do think that I can wear it many different ways. I think there's quite a bit of product left in here. Yes, there is actually a lot of lipstick left in here, and if you've ever panned a lipstick, which I've only done once before, they take a surprisingly long time to use up. So we will see, but this is definitely something that I would like to finish next year. I think it would be a really cool product to get done. All right, and now I have some additional products that I have not used in a project pan or if I have included on a planning to pan list, and we're gonna go through the 5 of those right now. I'm gonna start first with base. I have this OG Sculpted Complexion Stick that I basically use as a foundation, and I would like to finish up this product as well. I do need to update my base and foundation collection. I think I need to purchase a few of those either at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, and so I kind of just want to use up the products that I have left because that's pretty much it in terms of foundations that I have left in my collection. Other than this NARS foundation, which honestly I've been debating about decluttering, so I don't think I'm gonna roll it into a project pan. So it's really just these two, and I need to, like I said, purchase some new ones. And so I'd like to get rid of these older ones before I start using anything new. Now I have 2 setting sprays. So I used up 1 setting spray this year and I'm close to using up a second. So I'm being optimistic and rolling 2 setting sprays in. The first is this One Size setting spray On Till Dawn. This is a mattifying waterproof setting spray. It's like the aerosol can. It really locks your makeup down. It's like hairspray, and I do like that product. And then I also have this Surf Proof setting spray. Again, this is about makeup longevity, but it's clean, hydrating, long wear. It's a little bit different vibes than this, but doing similar things. And I have enjoyed kind of testing both of these this year, and I'm excited to spend some more time using them in a project pan. So looking to get these both finished up, and that is another thing that I would like to purchase either at the end of this year or into next year, is some new setting sprays to work on, because these are the last 2 setting sprays I have in my collection besides the one I'm currently panning. So if I pan these next year, I'm gonna have to get some new ones as well. And then I also wanna work on another blush product, which I think is probably pushing my limits a little bit here, but we're gonna try it. It is the Benetint. I am putting this on my planning to pan list because this is a product I really enjoy using, and I think it'd be really cool to pan because it'd be really easy to see the product go down in here because it's just like a liquid. So that's a couple reasons why. I think there's quite a bit of product in here, so I'm a bit apprehensive on how long it would take to pan, especially because I'm working on another blush. I do think a perk to this one is I can use it as cheek and lip color, so I can kind of get double usage on the days that maybe I do want to do that, which would certainly help me use the product up faster. But yeah, this is more so of like a product I really love, and that's why I'm deciding to roll it in. And then the last product that is going on my planning to pan list for 2026 thus far is my Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Fenty Glow. I love this lip gloss. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I have finished 2 lip glosses this year, so I'm feeling optimistic that I can get at least 1 done next year. I finished a Fenty lip gloss 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed using it. They're just such solid products, and I feel like there is a good amount of product in here, so I do think this is going to take me a little bit longer because I haven't gotten a ton of usage on this since I added it to my collection. So I think it'll be a good one to focus on. I'm really excited about my list, about the products that I've selected, and about seeing some of these get finished up. while I'm also kind of working through other products in my collection. While other products in my collection might not necessarily be on my planning to pan list or in my project pan, I'm always kind of thinking through when I pull them into my Shop My Stash project pan on how I can make progress and basically set them up to be successfully moved into a project pan. So how can I get pan on one of my powders, or how can I expand the pan on one of my blushes or highlights, right? Things like that I think really help set me up to be successful when I do roll things into my project pan and I focus on them to use them up. In terms of what you can expect for panning content for the rest of the year and into next year, I will be doing my November Pan Those Eyeshadows update, and then in December I will be doing my December update of my Rolling Style 5-pan project pan, as well as my Pan Those Eyeshadow update. And I'll be doing a Shop My Stash update for both November and December as well. And then I'll be doing finales for both my Pan Those Eyeshadows update and my Rolling Style 5-pan project pan update at the end of December. And then in January, we'll be kicking off a new Rolling Style 5-pan project pan. I'm not sure what I'm doing in terms of an eyeshadow project for next year yet. You all gave me some great ideas, so I'll figure out how to incorporate eyeshadow into some sort of project. Maybe we'll do my eyeshadow project pan again. I'm honestly not sure where we're gonna land, but either way, we have a ton of great panning content coming up, so definitely stick around for that. And thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe, and I will talk to you in my next video.